Welcome back to my channel. Thank you guys so much for joining me in today's video. Please subscribe to be a part of my Slay Squad family if you have not already. So in today's video, as you guys can more or less tell by the title, we're going to be doing a review on the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. Now this is going to be my first impressions, and I'm also going to be doing a wear test because I am an oily girl, so this is supposedly supposed to have oily girls covered. So yeah, let's just hop into the description of this product. I'm going to be reading it from the website. This is the international website. From sheer to full, your ideal coverage is just drops away with our new Total Control Drop Foundation. Fine-tune this velvety matte foundation with the included dropper. Simply adjust the drops until you create the look you're feeling today. Want more coverage? Add more drops. Okay. So in terms of the shade range, I do think that they have a wide variety of shades. If you guys have seen the South African campaign with all our South African local beauties, you would have seen how far and wide the shade ranges range to. So I bought this from the Beauty Expo for 30% off, but this does retail for 220 Rand. Now you do get 13 mils of product in this small bottle, whereas a typical foundation you get 30 mils. So I'm not really sure how I feel about the fact that we're getting less in this product. And another thing is, I believe that I'm the shade Caramel, but I was not able to get the shade Caramel at the Beauty Expo because it was all sold out. But I got one shade lighter. That's how dedicated I was to doing this review, guys. I got one shade lighter and I got the shade Golden Honey, which is TCDF 14. So let's hope this works out, and without rambling on any longer, let's hop into this review. Okay, so this is what the foundation looks like. It comes in a really nice sleek black box, and at the back it says shake well, first of all, and then it also tells you how many drops to add for the coverage you want. So 2 or more drops for light coverage, 3 or more drops for medium coverage, and 4 or more drops for full coverage. So we are just gonna wing it today. I actually don't really know what kind of coverage I want from this foundation today, but we're gonna wing it and see. And of course, as always, I'm going to be using a sponge on one side of my face and a brush on the other side of my face to see how it applies and what it applies best with. Okay, so opening the bottle, this is what it looks like. I'm just gonna squeeze the top to get some product into the dropper. Yeah, I'm gonna start off by applying 2 drops on the side of my face and 2 drops on the side of my face, and let's just get into this, guys. So this looks like it might be a good shade for me. I'm not sure. Okay, very liquidy, guys. Very, very liquidy. I'm gonna be taking my Switch Beauty Total Buffer Brush. This is a flat top kabuki, and we're gonna blend this in. Just gonna use stippling motions. Okay, this is a pretty good shade. It actually matches me quite well, so I'm actually relieved that this is a good match to my skin tone. Otherwise I would have been so sad if this made me look ashy, guys. So those 2 drops actually went quite far. I feel like this foundation is sort of like skin-like. It just literally like disappears into your skin, which I mean is quite nice because, you know, it looks like your face but better. We're obviously going to build up the coverage on the side, so I'm going to go ahead and add 2 more drops. Okay, bigger drops this time. And let's see. I'm using stippling motions. So I'm actually really impressed. First of all, this color is an amazing match to my skin tone. As you guys can see, compared to my natural skin tone, it is slightly darker. So I think that the lady at NYX did a good job suggesting this shade, because initially I thought, is she crazy? Like, this is not gonna suit me. But so far, shade is a win-win. Let's hop onto this side of the face and see how it applies with a sponge. I'm gonna start off with 2 drops. I'm just gonna move it around with my finger, otherwise the sponge drinks it all up. Okay, you guys, so right off the bat, I don't know if you guys can see this, but the sponge is definitely drinking up all of this foundation. So because I am very frugal and I hate wasting product, especially when it's 220 Rand for a 13 ml product, I'm gonna go ahead with my trusty foundation brush and I'm going to add another 2 drops to the side of my face to build up the coverage. I'm also going to go ahead and apply 2 drops to my forehead. As I'm working with this foundation, I can tell that it dries down quite quickly. So I assume you have to work section by section instead of dotting it all over your face and then going in and blending. I'm amazed at this foundation. It just like, I don't know, like disappears into the skin, and even though you're wearing foundation, it doesn't feel like it, it doesn't look like it. So I'm actually really impressed with this foundation so far. I will say that I have like a fairly new kind of pimple here, and the foundation is just ever so slightly clinging on to like my dry patches here, but it's not emphasizing it, you know, like bringing attention to it. So I mean, it's workable, and this foundation is definitely matte. Looking at myself in the mirror, it looks like a demi matte finish. On the camera, it's looking a little bit more shiny because obviously I have lighting coming into my room. The color is bomb. The coverage is bomb. I mean, this is medium coverage, but it builds up so well that I'm pretty sure you can achieve an amazing full coverage without even looking like you're wearing any foundation. It's the weirdest thing ever. So the time now is 11 a.m. and I'm gonna go ahead and just finish off the rest of my makeup off of camera, and I'll be right back. I forgot to mention to you guys that in today's video I did not wear a primer. In typical foundation videos, I will go in with a primer on one half of my face to see if it makes any difference with how the foundation wears. But in today's video, because this foundation is so thin and so lightweight, I wanted to see how it sits on the skin by itself. So I have nothing besides moisturizer under this foundation, and we're gonna see how it goes. So yeah. So the time right now is 18 minutes past 5. And I think I'm going to end this video here because the lighting is going to get pretty bad going into the afternoon. But I'm going to wear this foundation tomorrow all day from 6 to, I'm going to try for 7 in the afternoon. And then I will leave my final thoughts in the description bar. For now, all I have to say is I am very shaken by this foundation. It has kept my oils at bay. My face looks like this, the way it looks now, an hour after I apply my makeup. So the fact that it's looking like this now after 6 hours of having my makeup on, girl, you best believe I am super impressed. Now, one thing I will note is that the foundation has settled into my expression lines right here, which you can't really see unless you're looking for it. Also, my forehead looks just a little bit drier than it usually does. So I would definitely use this foundation for the multi-foundationing technique. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a staple in the summer months when my entire face is oily and you know it's really hot and you need something to withstand the humidity. So overall, I really enjoy this foundation. But that's pretty much it for my first impressions of this NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. Before I go, I also want to mention that this foundation is 220 Rand for 13 ml of product, which for me personally is quite expensive for this foundation. So yeah, that's my personal opinion. That's one of the cons with regards to this foundation, but nevertheless it is really good for oily skin. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please don't forget to thumbs up, subscribe, like my video, share with all of your friends. Don't forget to slay all day every day with and without makeup, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.